Today we're going to ride to a place called BJ's Wholesale, a warehouse type grocery store. Lower prices, stuff like that. I'm gonna go there and just get a few items that I need. It's not a big run, but just gotta get a couple things. Maybe I'll take the camera in with me. But I tell you what, Midwest winter is ugly. Can't wait for late spring, early summer, when everything is green and there's flowers. The landscape is more alive, all layered up. Wool socks, long underwear, hat, gloves. That guy's wearing shorts. Will protest change kids' health. I'm not sure what their messages. Some people at the local burger joint, Bub's Burgers. Bunch of ice here. Need some better maintenance. That guy's got a beard. Okay, we're gonna get off the Monon here onto the Hagenberg. I saw an opinion piece in the local newspaper. Somebody really wants this developed into something useful for people who bike and walk, which I agree. And there's no lighting here, so at night it's pitch dark black. It's not very good. So we could really use something along here. This business that works on wrecked cars, that seems like poor urban land use. That's the type of business that should exist way out on the edge of town, because we need more useful businesses that serve people's everyday needs here in the heart of the city. There's some kids riding their bikes in the parking lot. This is part of the trail of the Hagenberg. It winds under the highways, so that's nice. Cuts through the barriers that highways present in and around cities to people outside of cars who try to get somewhere. It's nice during the day, but this is not a good trail at night because, well, none of the Carmel trails are really good at night because they don't have lights. And I've brought it up before. I brought up lighting the Monon to the new mayor, and lighting is a key design element of active infrastructure. You can't just have a trail network that's draped in darkness that only serves men who are comfortable being uncomfortable. It has to make everyone feel comfortable. Let's see here. Punch through there. Right over this. Now this is kind of a dangerous crossing, so the crossing used to be up there at the roundabout, but for BJ's here, they've pushed it back, which actually, I think it's kind of helpful. Oh yes, you go ahead, you son of a bitch. And you'll notice here that all the bike parking is taken up by cart parking, which I'm gonna give them a little bit more time, but they need to do something about that. Pretty typical behavior of US retailers. All right, I gotta get up my lock. Turn the bike computer off. And the gloves, why not? So yeah, this is what a wholesale store looks like in the US. Hey, y'all look up. People jam their faces in these cell phones, they don't look around. And there's an inventory robot. There's the inventory robot. $9.99. What is this? That is expensive, is what it is. All right. Extra fancy mixed nuts. Might as well just get a few of these. America's #1 hand soap. Now we're done. Slide to pay. All right, I paid with my phone. I don't know why other people don't do this as well, but. Hi there.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you today?
Good. You have a great day.
Thank you much. First, we'll get you guys put back on the bike. Key. Oh, this bike rack is completely loose. Surprise, surprise, right? The Bosch controller back on. Such a pain. All these things. I'll just bag this stuff up. Got our dish soap, our nuts, our peanut butter, and our pumpkin seeds. Ooh. Drop that in there. Park my cart in the bike parking. So that's how you do it. Now let's ride home.
Okay, that looks awesome. I'm a little jealous that you had that and I don't.
Well, it's cheaper than a car.
True. Careful now.
Okay. Did you hear that? She said, "That is awesome. I'm jealous that you have that and I don't." To which my reply was, "It's cheaper than a car." Factual, but sadly not an option for a lot of people yet. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Man, this sucks. What a place to be stuck. Especially with motorists who don't give a damn about you. Like that island wasn't even wide enough for me to hide in. It's bad design. So you see what I mean? You can bike here, but you just gotta be careful, which means, unfortunately, this is not a trip that just anybody could make safely. Mostly just because of that one piece back there crossing the road, which could be made better. I'll go back underneath the highway a couple times, I think 3 times. 1, 2, and then the 3rd time up here. Instead of taking the trail straight, I'm gonna go this way just to maybe avoid a little bit of trail congestion there. Although I'll probably encounter just bumpier, more poorly maintained infrastructure this way. I'd love to be able to keep going straight, but there are no bike facilities on this main road going into town. It's a pretty regrettable thing. Instead of taking the Monon, I'm just gonna take this street. The Monon's full of people. This would be better. Some nice houses on this street. And some not so nice houses. Fully black houses, so ugly. Look at this massive house on the left. That's a big boy. Jesus. Actually, we're gonna go get on the Monon. I kind of need it to cut through town. This is Main Street, full of street parking. My God, everything is just stained in salt. And I watched them do the salting as we had our winter events. And you know, it's as you would expect. They went overboard. It's way too much. But trying to tell any municipality that they're spreading too much salt in the city is like arguing with a brick wall. We'll get some really cool stuff going on here when spring and summer come around. It's full of people, but not doing too bad for midday in February. Good old bell. Need the city to come do some fine-tune work there to get that extra snow and ice out of there in the shaded area. I mean, look at all that salt on the right. Oh, jeez. It's just so much. Everything just looks horrible. I mean, it could be worse. I mean, I am in Carmel, so it's still kind of nice, but you throw a dried layer of salt on everything, it's kind of ugly. These townhouses on the left are pretty neat and pretty expensive. Last one I saw was listed for 1.2 million. It's trail-facing housing, so there you go, huh? Better to have it than not, I guess. I hope you enjoyed the trip to the grocery store. There's Carmel's Town Hall on the right. And you see this apartment building with retail on the bottom, straight up ahead to the left. That used to be just a tiny little strip mall that was mostly parking lot. Now it's going to be something useful. Help bring a bit more density to the core. Got bike parking too. All right, that's that. Hope you enjoyed the ride. I'll see you next time.